Hi everyone, welcome back to FSX and Exile Air. In front of you, you have the beautiful Embraer Phenom 100 little jet plane. Isn't she a beaut? So yeah, here we are. We are at Echo November Zulu Victor, which is Sala Stavanger Airport, and we are flying to Echo November Hotel Victor, which is Honingsvag, which is all well and good. Now, I did attempt this. I did attempt this the other day, and there was a slight issue. Now, last time out, I did say I would fly in the propeller aircraft, and it was going to be a Twin Otter. However, this is what I was looking for. However, unfortunately, the range of the Twin Otter was not enough to get us all the way to Honingsvag. So we're going to take the little Phenom instead, which would be pretty sweet. I don't know much about the aircraft. I've only just been playing around with it, to be honest with you. So it's not going to be a perfect flight by any means. So yeah, but we have switched the hydraulic pump on. We've got the pumps on. Cool. Seatbelt lights on. That's all looking good. We're going to do a direct GPS flight today. Nothing too fancy. So that's all pretty cool. We're just going to start the ignitions. Okie dokie. Right, so can we get a pushback, please? I'll tell you what we better do actually. We better actually check in to make sure we got permission to take off. Otherwise they could get a bit arsey. Request IFR. Now I've changed my call sign to TWA. Not sure what TWA. It's obviously an airline because it's in there, but I'm going with Taffies with Attitude. That's our call sign. Taffies with Attitude. Yeah, maybe. Okay, fine. So fly 9,000 feet. Blah 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 blah. Roger. Let's have a quick look around this jet. You can see it's a small luxury little jet, and she's a gorgeous one. If I just hop outside, she looks absolutely stunning, doesn't she? It's going to be an absolute treat to fly this. Right, request IFR ready to taxi. GWE, right. Awesome. Right, let's get push back for departure. Let's have which way are we going? Let's turn on the progressive taxi. Okay, so we're going to go. Fine. So we want to go nose right. There we go. So our taxi lights on. Hello. Great. Come on, connect this up so we can start the engines and we can get out of here. Right, let's just, while they're doing that. I'm going to put the autopilot to 9,000. Right, release parking brakes. Fine.
All engines clear. Start that wheel.
What I want to try and find on one of these little... I didn't do my usual thing of doing all the panels because got a nav and strobe on, kicking out loads of errors because we've got all these little cutaways which we can use. So we'll use this, and we're just gonna stick our, looking here, we're going to stick that up to 9,000. Right, so it's got autopilot and flat fail. That's the cautions it's giving us, which is not something we need to worry about right now. Right, are we ready? Can we start the engines up? I think we probably can. So if I get these panels, oh, I always get these wrong way around. Pump is fine, so we want to ignition on, start engine 2. You should see this start to whir up now. See, engine 1's still off, engine 2's there.
Set parking brakes.
Okay, parking brakes set. Engine 2 is spooling up. Nice. Wait for him to disconnect, then we'll spool all engine 1 up. As I said, I've only flown this aircraft once, maybe twice before, so this is going to be a real test. And but it seems a relatively simple aircraft, if that makes sense. Okay, once he's clear, we'll probably start engine 1 now, to be fair.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Thank you. Right. So we'll just wait for... engine 1 to start spooling up, and then we'll have a good day. We've got that beautiful early morning sunrise and that kind of sky as well. It's amazing. And this is supposedly real-time weather set with active sky next. So I don't know what it's like in Stavanger today, but yeah, cloudy but clear in areas. See the stars up there? Lovely. There we go. Engine 1's with us now. Awesome. Right.
No takeoff. Flash. No takeoff. Trim.
That's because I just used a bit too much throttle to get us moving. So we're going to go flaps 1. Now trim is down on the main screen. We can I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use the it's what you want to look is about here. This is the little segment. We need to get it in the green. So if I zoom in, you see it. Just put it in the green, and now that should be good to go.
Takeoff. Okay.
Okay, fantastic. We are now ready for takeoff. Although we need to get to the end of the runway first, of course. As I said, we're going to do a GPS flight, nice and simple. Hopefully, he says. Nothing's ever simple. I've had a look at our destination, which is Honningsvåg, and it looks a tricky little airfield to come in. A, it's a very short airfield, so that's why I had to try and find a small aircraft. But B, not only that, but... oh, I can't see anything like that. It's right on the coast, so there's probably going to be all sorts of crazy wind and crosswind landing. That's what I don't want. That's what I don't want. Let's kill my momentum there by braking a little bit too harshly. Right, let's just set the press B to set the altimeter and everything. We don't need the entire length of this runway because this thing takes off like a rocket. Our V1 will be about 90 knots. So it should be reasonably good. And for those who have asked, I have been playing around with the Airbuses. Yes, you've all been well. Some of you have been saying you'd like to see bigger aircraft. Obviously, the airfields we're flying into at the moment are not compatible with the larger aircraft, but we will look at it. And are we driving there? Heaven's sake! I could take off on the length of these taxiways. Where are we going? We're literally driving. Forget Euro Truck Simulator. This is Phenom 100 Embraer driving simulator. We're going to drive from Stavanger all the way to Honningsvåg. That should only take, I don't know, a week. Or we can fly there. It'll be a lot quicker. Let's fly there. But my goodness, where does this... I don't know. Got a long way to fly. Blimey. Okay, okie dokie. We're I hopefully is this. I take it we're coming to the end of that runway, so this should be almost done down here. Is that right? I'm I'm a little bit, I'm not driving particularly well actually. It's I think it's got a short wheelbase. This has, so it's quite sensitive with the old turnaroonies, much so than the 135 and the 145 Embraers. You get nothing. It seems to understeer, then all of a sudden you get a whip of oversteer, and then you end up facing the way you've already come. Oh my goodness! Look, I think we're still driving over there. Blimey! I hope this does good mileage on the ground. Whoa! You see, you got a whip of oversteer and almost onto the grass. Right, I think that thing directly ahead is the start of our takeoff. You can see the Pape lights. Apparently we're too low. Right, almost there. Has that half an hour elapsed, so we have to re-ask for redo a flight plan? Maybe, who knows? Oh, right. Let's speak to the tower. Request takeoff clearance, please. Cleared for takeoff, runway 19. Acknowledge. Cool. Okay. Coolio. We're heading in that direction because that is a bit short that way. So yes, I don't know why I even bothered saying that. So let's drive up to the green lines, or the green lights, because this is a big runway. We don't need it all anyway, so I'm sure you probably have to calculate your V1s, but I know it will be about 90, 95. Right, 50% throttle. Let's start moving. Away we go. They go 40 knots, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We can ease back now. V1.
Positive rate.
Positive rate. Landing gear up. Gonna switch to
Gear up.
landing lights until we go over 10,000. Beautiful.
TWA 6201, contact Lula departure on 118.5.
Acknowledge.
Point 118.5, TWA 6201. Lula departure, TWA 6201, is climbing through 1,000
Okay, so I've just put the autopilot on, so she's got the climb now. Keep an eye on the old throttles. Acknowledge. Right, so if I go flight, then nav. Is that right? Flight, nav. Okay, I'll do the turn. Give it a bit beans. We're actually lacking a bit of speed, and for some reason I can't seem to get the navigation to. Yeah, I will do in a minute. Bear with me, bud. There we go. Now we're turning. Okay. Acknowledge. Throttle's getting a bit low, so we'll just give it the beans for a second. There we go. Okay, we're now following the heading, I believe, which is leveling itself out. Where are we at? We're at, oh god, hang on, we're at. So we changed that to 060, sorry. I completely misread that. Beg your pudding. There we go. Now we're heading towards 060. Coming past 5,900 into 6,000 feet, which is cool. Heading I've selected is 0.59. 0.60, just so they're happy. Cool. There's the airstrip below us. Grand. Let's bring flaps up. Sort of forgotten about them, if I'm honest. See, without the checklists, it's easy to forget these things, isn't it? Some of you would have realised that that had not selected the heading, so we were following something else. Whoops. Okay, I'll get the hang of this navigation in a second. now coming back towards the heading. Whoopsie. This air traffic controller is going to go ape with me in a second, but as I said, I'm still learning this aircraft. It seemed relatively simple, but then it seems to have okay, will do. There's your airport again. Why you're basically saying, why are you flying over us again? Well, you see, I kind of overcompensated. And we are going a little bit. It's a good job we're coming up to 9,000 feet because we are going a little bit high. There we go. So we're leveling off now. Acknowledge. We are doing 060. But you want us to climb. Ah. You know how much I struggle with this aircraft, and then you just ask me to change again? Fine, we'll do it. And you want us to go up to 12,000 feet. Right, fine. We'll go up to 12,000 feet, but we're going to go a little bit slower this time. I think we were probably climbing a wee bit too quick that time. So we go vertical speed, and we'll just do that up to about 1,000. That should be fine. Grand. Oh, look at that sky. How gorgeous is that? Okay, we are actually descending, bizarrely. Oi! Oi! I said go up, you muppet. There we go, we're climbing now. Stupid thing. So we've got this beautiful, look at this beautiful early morning sunrise. This is the life. Let's switch that off as we're coming above the 10,000s. Just slowing down there so we don't do any damage. Voodoo! Happily accept voodoo. Just having a look. Is there... No, that doesn't work. Okay, fine. Thank you. So we're up. We're now just coming up to 10,000 feet, whereas where I should have switched that off, but I switched off a little bit premature, but we're okay. But it's clear. It's a little bit cloudy, but we're going to have a beautiful sunrise any second, heading east.
High speed.
Oops.
High speed. High speed. High speed.
Fine. Let's go. Need to keep an eye on that. Now that we're level, well, we're slowly increasing. We're gaining a lot of speed, so that's good. Yes, so we're up. We're just coming up to cruise altitude, which is all well and good. There's been a few dramas on the way, I'm not going to deny it. But it is a brand new aircraft, as I said. Minimum flight experience on this one, but we're in the air, relatively drama-free. You know, there wasn't any critical dramas, were they? Just have a little bit of navigational issue. I'll stick us on. That's select heading. No. What's that? Bank. We can stick on bank, but I want to do that. I want to go nav. I'll have a play around with it in a minute, so it'll pick up the GPS. I know there's something I select, and then it will cycle through there. We got heading on at the moment, so we've got heading selected. Heading roll, heading roll. I'll figure it out. But as I say, we're at the top of the climb, so we can probably look to play some lift music now, as I don't expect, as I say, we're just coming up to 300 feet until we're at 12,000 feet. That is going to be our cruising altitude for today. So we can kick the throttles back into cruise mode. And yeah, we'll have a lovely cruise on the way to Honingsvag. But there's a couple of things I could probably talk about while we're just about cruising up there. As I said, I've been playing around with the Airbus Extended. That was difficult for me to say for some reason. And I've been playing around with there. Now I can happily get the Airbus in the air, and that's about it. But I can land it, but not very well. I've only learnt the systems up to getting it in the air, which is, you know, it's good. It's brilliant because it's got its own, you know, checklists, and Copilot will actively do some of the jiggery pokery on the buttons and stuff. So that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, I have got a couple of airports which people have requested. They were Canada, Vancouver, England, Manchester, England, Stansted, and also a flight from Heathrow, England, to Dallas, Fort Worth, which is a heck of a long way. Now, obviously, Vancouver and Dallas, based in the North American continent, will obviously need an aircraft which can cross the Atlantic, which, if you look at the Airbuses, the Airbus 320s, you're talking right on the limit just to make, you know, the actual range of the fuel just to make New York. So I think we're going to need something like a big, one of the big Airbuses, not the three, you know, because, you know, the Airbus Extended come with the 319, the 320, 321. They're too small to make it. So I think I've got a bigger Airbus as well, and I'll see if that one can make it. Failing that, we have the Boeing 747, but that's, you know, it's stock vanilla FSX, so it's not going to be that great. But we could potentially use it. We could do a transatlantic flight, Heathrow to Dallas, in the 747. I don't know. I'll take your views on it. But yeah, so that's. Oh my goodness! Look at that fjord. Can you make that out? That is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. What a wonderful place Norway is. It's gorgeous looking. So yeah, cue the lift music, and we'll go into cruise mode, and I'll see you back for descent and landing. So I'll see you in a wee while. Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, we are still flying high, doing great, and we're coming up to, if I can just hit flight plan, we are 34 miles from the airbase. Now, we have been given our landing runway, which is going to be runway 26, which has an ILS of 108.1. So I've stuck 108.1 in the old do-free-do, nav1, which is great. And we've just been vectored on heading 065, so obviously come around and come back, because we're going to have to go past the airport and back, I believe. So it's going to be down there somewhere. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait for some more direction, I think. But that's fine. As I say, we've got 35 miles or so to go, which is not too far at all. And we're going to bring the end of this flight in the Phenom 100 to a close. Descend and maintain 3000. Roger. Right, so we scroll down. Oops, missed. To, what did you say? 3000, 3000. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And if we just go down, we'll go down. Oops. I'm setting my vertical. Oh no, I'm not. I'm setting something else when I didn't mean to. Let's go down. Okay, let's go down quite quick. Back off the old throttle. Start our descent. Yeah, anyway, what was I going to say? The Phenom. This is the Embraer Phenom 100, as I've already said. Yes, we are expediting our... Okay, we'll go down a little bit more then, if you want. Say the Phenom 100, and this is my feel there. There is a Carenado version of this aircraft out as well, which is probably a little bit graphics-wise and a little bit detailed-wise. It's probably a little bit of a step up, but we've got the feel there one. I got this a bit of a bonus with all the other feel there Embraer products, the 135, the 145, and also the 175 and the 190s. So yeah, I kind of bought a bit of a bundle when it was on sale. But no, it's pretty cool. Now, I know this airport here and the runway is on the edge of this water somewhere. There is a lot of cloud. And quite a few hills. Right, let's put our landing lights on. Okay, we should put our heated windshield on as well, if I can find it. Okay, so let's put B so we get the right pressure on the old altimeter, so that should be fine. Okay, so the airport is over there in that cloud somewhere. Can you see it? Can you see what it is yet? It's got to be under that cloud then, isn't it? Or is it a little bit, yeah. Freaked me out first time we went through cloud. You can see this sort of like reflection person and you got like a woman in the back of the plane there. I thought it was like a ghost. No, I can't see. But you're going to vector us in anyway. We're down to 8,000 feet, which is cool. Now, if the ILS doesn't work as I think it does on this aircraft, then I'll just switch to manual flying, you know. I should be able to bring it down. How hard can it be, you know? So where is this airport? It's right there. Can you see it? I sure as heck can't. Where am I? Am I landing on the beach? I think I'm landing on the beach. Because I can't see this airport. Right, coming down. There's quite a lot of hills around here as well, which is a little bit concerning. And I hope this cloud isn't too low, because that's going to be a nightmare if it is. Right, come down to 6,500. Just having a quick look at the approach. So the approach, flaps 1 is going to be at 200. Flaps 2 at 180. Full flaps, which is flaps 3 at 145. It's good to know so we don't do any damage. I've gone past it. It's over there somewhere. Is it on that sticky out bit of land, maybe? I'm sure they're going to vector us in. Right, down to 5,500. Acknowledge. 040. We're coming down to 3,000. This feels low with these hills. This feels very low. I'm a little bit worried. What could possibly go wrong? So far, so good. Coming down 3004, 3003 and a bit. Oh, we're starting to level out nicely now. Still no idea where this airport is. It's on this little lump of rock, that's for sure. But, okay, 3,180, 3,160, we've got our altitude roughly about right. And I'm sure he'll start directing us around. We're doing 040 as our heading. Yeah, the quietness is nerves. Right, we can probably give it a bit of... We're down to 184, 185, so we can probably knocking the first layer of flap. And you can see the little red and white bars, which indicate we shouldn't go over 200 with the let flap out, which is fine. We've now just dropped to 180, so we could do flaps 2, but I'm just going to stay at flaps 1 for a bit. Okay, 350, acknowledge. You might not be able to see this. Let me bring it up like that so then you can see it then. There we go. Still can't see this blooming. Right, we're right opposite. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Right, I'm going to go flaps 2. Yeah, not so sure about this. I don't think there is an airport. We're just going to do a flyby, are we? Is that what it is? Did I put the wrong airport in? Apparently there's an airport down there. Yeah, it's over. Oh well, good luck everybody. Good luck. Oh, 161. I want to keep my speed up around about 170. Yeah. Quite quickly. we've got this big mountain in front of us, which is a bit of a hindrance, and I don't think this localizer's picking it up, is it? It doesn't appear to be. No. So, switch off.
Autopilot.
And
Autopilot.
go in here. Gear down. Now we want to probably, yeah, we're at gears. Sorry, we're at flaps 3, which is full flaps. And I do not want to go too fast. I'm gonna have to sort of come over this hill and then, oh god, you're gonna do dog leg. This is horrible. Oh, what a horrible airport to land into. This is well beyond my comfort zone. But let's just try and do it nice and steady. It would have been nice if I could have got the ILS to work. I am a little bit worried about the fuel. Okay, I've overgone then. I've compensated too much. God, 500 already. Bit low. Okay.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Whoa, I think we've got some crosswinds. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? Wow, that was hard.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Wow, this is going to be a squeaky bum time landing. I can give you that much. Wow, wow, we were.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Fifty. 20. 10.
Oh! Has this got reverse thrusters? Oh, and we're down. Wow! It was a bit of a crunch, wasn't it? But, and we just pull off here. Wow. Put flaps back forward. Oof. I think that was, yes, thank you for the recommendation to fly here. That was a horrible approach. I don't want to do that again. Goodness me. Or at least I'll try and get the ILS to work next time. Wow. Not much to this airport, just one terminal building. Been interesting to see if we've got a windsock anywhere. To see which way we're going now. I'm parked really badly here. Okay, we've got the fuel in front of us. Brake on. Woo! Okay. Lights off. Wow. I'll have to go through my bits and bobs because I don't know it off by heart. So, ignition off. Oh. Stop the two engines. Batteries off. Generators off. Boom. She's dead. And the doors are opening. Oh look, they've already put the covers on the pitot tubes and the engines. Oh, they're well ahead of me. Have we got doors on here? There we go. Doors opening. Oops, I just closed the door again. Okay, it's just having one. Just leave it. Leave it be. Okay, we won't look at that. So there we go, guys. We have made it to Echo November Hotel Victor. Oh, I'm still a little bit shaken up. Honningsvåg. Here we are in the north of Norway. So, what a terrifying journey that was. Yep, who knows why. But we've made it. What is going on with this door? It's having issues. Anyway, don't know why. So there we are. We have made a successful landing-ish here. We haven't quite figured out all the comings and goings of this aircraft, but it's a great little aircraft. I've got to hand it to it. It's I've really enjoyed flying it. It's been an absolute treat. Beautiful little aircraft, isn't it? I have left one of the lights, got the nav light going by the looks of it, but apart from that, fantastic. So there we go, guys. Thoughts and comments? Yeah, never land here again. That's my thought at the moment, but we have made it, thankfully. And yeah, so next time we've got Vancouver, we've got Manchester Stansted, and Dallas Fort Worth. So we might do. I don't know if we're going to do. We might do a Atlantic crossing maybe next time, or maybe I'll do it a two-part rather than doing an Atlantic crossing, because if we do the Atlantic crossing, we'll either need one of the big Airbuses, which I think I've got one, but I'm not sure, or the 747, which is the vanilla aircraft, which I'm not so sure about. Alternatively, we could do maybe a smaller aircraft and flying maybe to Reykjavik in Iceland and then down to America. That's a possibility. Maybe we could do a couple of trips down America as well. That'd be quite nice. Thoughts and comments, please leave in the section below. I will always enjoy reading them, hopefully. Well, you'll be going, what a blooming awful landing, but hey-ho, it happens. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on far too much. Let's end it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Thoughts and comments in the section below. Hit that like if you enjoyed it, and join me next time for more Exile Airways, Exile Air, whatever I choose to decide it, TWA, Taffy's with Attitude Airlines. We'll see you next time.